Today we have a shop card shout out, a massive thank you for an unexpected and undeserving gift from a guy I am going to consider as a friend because he's very friendly and he did a friendly thing that what a friend I consider a friend would do. First of all, I can't say I printed out and sent him a shop card, but I did send him my image to do a shop card. But I wanted one of his shop cards, and it started because he offered me something I was utterly unable to refuse by any means, even though like I said, I'm undeserving of it, but it's something I am definitely going to make use of, and we'll get into that a little bit more. But the guy I am in reference to is Mr. Tim Noland from Rat Daddy Studios. That's right, man. If you don't know him, why not? I mean, he's been on YouTube a while. He's in the 860 range on subscribers. Wouldn't be hard to get him to 1,000, folks. Just takes a couple of clicks. Click the link, click the subscribe, click the notification bell, watch a video and hit the like. Drop a comment on his channel. Don't even worry about mine. I got a ways to go yet. But good old Tim here, he does some amazing work, some great paint work, some he trips my hot button simply because he does a lot of show rod stuff, a lot of not necessarily show rod as much as wild, wacky, kooky, cool, just insane, awesome stuff from back in the day, bringing it forward to let you guys know things you may not have heard of. And yeah, I know some of you are old enough to have been there, done that, but there's also new kids in the area doing their thing with the model stuff, and we want to share that message to them as well. So thank you, Mr. Tim, for the shop card. And I really gotta love this little dude on the back, man. Kicking back, building models. He's got his little trophies, magazines, glue and paint, and yeah, buddy, that looks like me most all my life, I can tell you that much. Pretty badass. I like it. I bet you that was a fun build to put together, man. All the different colors and the whole theme of it's just, it works for me, man. And if you go to ratdaddiostudios.com, he has a web page that has a bunch of his builds and some information and some other cool stuff in there. Gotta love it. He does have an email if you want to contact him for your own shop card. And he's on Instagram, and I wouldn't have known it, but he's also on YouTube. Honestly, I knew it because that's how I got a hold of him. But he's looking at you, kid. Yeah. So yeah, gotta love it. Badass shop card. Really dig that. And the Corvette with the blue windows really does it for me. I like that. But as I got the shop card, it also came with a business card, which I think is freaking awesome. I mean, if you see my avatar logo on here, I use a speedometer, but mine is a heart-shaped speedometer with the Keystone mag as the center pivot, which this just looks really awesome. It's a great quality card. It's got his name, number, and etc. And he's been starting trouble since 1961. 247.6. I don't know if that's miles per hour or miles driven or what, because his RPM mileage gauge thingy's not very high up there. But yeah, I'm guessing that's mileage. I'm only going to guess, okay? I'm just a guesser. But along with that, he sent me these kick-ass little decals, man. The unofficial artist for Rats Inc. That's pretty cool. I like these little decals. And we got a couple of magnets. They're both identical. Genuine Rat Daddy parts. Gotta love that. That's pretty cool. I'll be sticking them on my toolbox in a few things. And we got a decal version of the same, and another decal version of the same in yellow. A little more goldenrod. Yeah, I dig that. Rat Daddy. Yeah, buddy. Pretty cool stuff here, man. I digging these. And you can see the smaller one's definitely a little smaller than the big ones. But all right, so let's get into how this all started. First of all, as a show rod guy, I'd like to talk about show rods with more people about show rod stuff. And a lot of people really, I don't know if they don't know about it or if it's just a very small bit of what they do in their world, whatever, stuff like that. And so to have somebody in my life that I can talk to a little bit more or deeper about some of the histories and things about show rods compared to somebody who doesn't know what I'm saying, like I'm speaking Greek or whatever, to me that's awesome. And I noticed in a couple of his builds he had a set of tires that I had never honestly thought I would actually own a set of. And honestly, these ain't original actuals because there was only 500 sets made. These are resin versions of them, which to me, 100% perfect. I could care less that they're resin, not original, because just to have a set of these in my palm, these fingers right here, right now, Richard Carroll show rod wheels. These are awesome. You can see the tread on them. They got that real wide cartoon magazine style lips on them. Really good quality all the way around. Minor little pieces to clean up. Obviously it's a two-part mold and stuff. Not a big deal. Finding the right size rims is going to be fun. But having these really wide, low profile, wicked front tires. The only problem I really have is, what am I going to put them on? What am I going to put them on? A show rod. Yeah, okay, that works. But which one? Honestly, if you've seen any of Richard Carroll's work, he is not like George Barris, not like Tom Daniels, not like many of the others, Carl Casper, or Starborough, or Olderberg, or whatever. I mean, there's tons of people out there that build show rod stuff and street machines, etc. But for what Richard Carroll does, it's very futuristic. I hesitate to call it dainty, but it's got more of a IndyCar A-arm kind of suspension setup where it's like a really lightweight body on these spindly little legs almost with these really wicked cool tires. So I'm gonna have to come up with something kind of funky, man. I don't know how else to describe it besides funky, because that's what it is. I haven't seen too many of his pictures in color. Most of what I've seen was black and white. But anyway, this is how, well, me and Tim met specifically because I reached out to him to talk about show rods and wanted to get to know him a little more. And I've always been watching his channel and checking out his stuff because to me, that's my hot button. That's what I'm going to watch. So I gotten to know him and talk about some stuff. And as conversations progressed, these tires came up in topic. And he said, well, send me your address. I'll send you a set of resin ones. And how am I going to turn that down? I simply cannot. I mean, to actually acquire something that I've wanted for probably longer than I've wanted certain kits even, I'd have to guess it's been everywhere somewhere between 15, 20 years that I've known of these tires that I've wanted a set for them. So now that I have a set in my collection, I got to do them proud and find the right thing to put them on. And we'll get into a video about Richard Carroll, his work, and why I'm inspired to do that kind of a build myself. But Tim, thank you kindly, man, for the wheels and the shop card, which was the addition to the package. Seems you were sending something, and appreciate that as well. Not that any less of a deal with the shop card, because that's just really cool. And I don't know, man. I'm almost speechless, but I'm also mumbly. So I'm just gonna gather my stuff here, stop the video, get back to the bench where I've been working on a under 1,000 group build, and my brain is just running through all these concepts of ideas that maybe I can throw something together to put these wheels on. And for right now, these are going to sit on my desk inspiring me until something motivates me to say, hey, throw these rims on it, throw these axles on it, and let's see what kind of builds itself in the aftermath of a madman. I don't know. It's kind of fun stuff to just start with a piece and have an idea and just let it form and fester and build and let the creativity come out. And then as you find obstacles along the way, the challenge of making it work or adjusting to get it to fit and do its thing, yeah, that's going to be fun. So stay tuned, and I'm pretty sure before Christmas you will see something built by me on my channel using these freaking awesome wheels, man. I, I wish I knew how to do the make a mold and resin cast my own, because I'd have about 100 sets of these in my collection if I could. But for now, one is all I need to. You can just hear and feel my excitement, my passion, my yeah, yeah, definitely excited and happy for this. So I hope that's an expression of my gratitude to you, Tim. That I can't believe you offered me a set of these, and I can actually do something with them. So super big appreciation to you, man. I'd give you a hug. Let's do it virtually. You know, I'd give you a hug, shake your hand. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go daydream about some wicked cool cars. So till next time, thank you kindly for stopping by, and don't forget to go give Tim a like and a subscribe. Let's try and get him up to 1,000 before the end of the year, or on his term, God's term, however you guys want to see it. I don't. I'm not. I'm not here to dictate who does what, but it'd be nice to see him be blessed with 1,000 subscribers plus and monetized and have a little extra income. Anyway, like I said, I could babble. So I'm going to cut it here before I say something I shouldn't. And with that, get back to building, man. Let's go.